So I want to talk about an article that was in The Guardian. Climate change is real. Companies challenge Trump's reversal of policy. It was written by James Lartley. It came out Wednesday, March 29th. What the article goes into is, so when Obama signed his clean power plan in 2015, a bunch of companies said we were for this. Staples, Levi Strauss, a couple other companies said we were in favor of this. This is actually good for business. Staples, where I get a fair amount of my office supplies, they sell a lot of their envelopes and stuff are made from recycled products. They have a lot of products. They realize that this is what they need to do, and it's good business, as they say. So as Trump, and I've reported on this show, is wanting to overturn all of Obama's clean energy plan, because of course his whole thing is we got to deregulate. All these hippie environmental laws are bad for business. Yeah, no, you're wrong. You're just greedy. But what is impressive to see in this article is that these companies are still telling Trump, hey, we're going to still do clean energy. We're going to still try to reduce greenhouse gases and stuff like that, because they know it's good business in the long run. They're smart enough to wake up to this fact. Now, I don't know. They might have some of these companies might have some other ulterior motive. I don't know. But it is good to see that they're actually not just jumping on board. Like some of the car companies have been like, yay, oh, Obama's regulations were too strict, and thank you, Trump. So the car companies just immediately were like, woohoo, it's free, we can do whatever we want. But it's good to see that these companies like Mars Inc., Staples, The Gap are just a few of those U.S. corporations who are challenging the new president's reversal on climate policy. Quote, we're disappointed the administration has decided to roll back climate regulations such as the Clean Power Plan and others, Edward Hoover, senior manager of corporate communications for Mars, told The Guardian. Corporations can't do it alone. Governments play a critical role in mitigating the effects of climate change for our economy. The responses came just a day after Trump, flanked by cheering coal miners. Come on, coal miners. The coal, it's not good. I don't want to put anyone out of work. I understand that, but this is like the blacksmiths union fighting to block the invention of the automobile because it hurts their jobs. Like, we need to progress. We need to innovate. And it's already there. As I've talked about before, we got to be realistic here. And it's good to see, like, I'll give you this right now. So Hoover, as I mentioned before, who does Mars Inc., and they do M&Ms and Skittles and Twix and all that stuff, said, quote, we believe the science is clear and unambiguous. Climate change is real and human activity is a factor. As a food business, our supply chain and those who work in it are threatened by its impacts. It's impressive. And they've all these companies sent a letter to the National Association of Governors saying, this is not good that Trump wants to roll back all this climate policy. So even fossil fuel giant ExxonMobil has chimed in to recommend the U.S. stay on course with the Paris Agreement, calling it an effective framework for addressing the risks of climate change in a letter to Trump last week. It's worth noting that the energy conglomerate deals mainly in oil and natural gas, not coal, and hopes to gain market share under the agreement that would phase out coal-fired plants. Yeah, I don't trust ExxonMobil as far as I can throw them, especially with Rex Tillerson running the State Department. But this is interesting, and again, it shows, as I've said on this show, there's many ways to resist Trump, and this is one of those ways, and voting with your dollars. You can shop at some of these companies and tell them this is why you're shopping at Staples. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the Patreon, and stay vigilant. Boom.